This is it, everyone. We're heading to the moon and Sigma's palace in the final part of not only Mega Man X8, but the Mega Man X series entirely. And of course, Zero once again gets left out in the cold, because, fuck him, am I right? He gets his own games. And it looks like we're not going to be getting any help this time either. Because I guess having help for the final boss would be too easy? I don't know. I don't think so. Which is fine, because honestly, the difficult part here isn't the boss. Or, yeah, it's actually getting over here to begin with. We have a long journey ahead of us. Surface of the moon's plenty simple. Besides the fact that it still has these goddamn shield guys. I'm going to stick with X because he's just a bit more powerful. And also that triple charge shot can hit enemies in very awkward places. Ow. Though of course, still worth switching to Axel just to make sure that all of the characters keep at full health. I'm gonna take out who I can over here. Oh, I guess I can shoot that. There we are.
So, you still refuse to give up your struggle, huh? Are you so blind that you've somehow convinced yourself that hope remains?
If all I have to do is defeat you, then I'm full of hope, Buster.
I suppose it'd be a waste to just destroy you now. Maybe I'll wait till the last possible moment and have a little fun with this.
Finally, one more battle with Vile, and of course, what kind of a Vile fight would it be if he wasn't in his if he wasn't in ride armor? Ow. Let me out. The trick here, I don't know why he still doesn't have a goddamn health bar. He did in the last time we fought him. Yep. But yeah, the trick here is every once in a while he'll go over to his ride armor, just guard break him. Be sure to jump when he lands because he does have a shockwave, kind of. So yeah, there's no way to really know how close you're getting to actually beating him. You just gotta keep the firepower going and keep switching. X seems to be doing a lot better this. Nope, not quite. Where is he? There he is, going back in the ride armor. I don't think so. Oh. Yeah, guess what? I got a really good guard break. And there we go. Finally. Vile is defeated. And unlike Boba Fett, I didn't need to be a blind man to do it. Vile is confirmed better than Boba Fett. That is a fact. Everyone's better than Boba Fett. Why do people like him? So here's our big new enemy for this stage. Copy. Oh, damn it. Switch too late. New generation Reploids copying Sigma. They take a good amount of damage, but it's really easy to keep your distance from them so that they can't actually really attack you. Yeah, some of them will do that purple rock thing. The rocks do block your shots, so just be sure to get out of the way when they do that. And sometimes they put two of them in a row. And the ones that don't block your shots, that don't fire the purple rocks for whatever reason, just do that same motion. So it looks like they're charging up a Kamehameha. Ugh. That is not a jump I like making. And I can just barely see him over on the edge. I don't think this is like a ride armor situation in X1 where you can kill them before they get in the ride armor, or in this case, transform. It doesn't work like that. You hit them once, they'll transform. Guess what? I see that health up there. I want it. And of course, these are also super easy to dodge, so it doesn't really matter. Keep your guys at full health. And be sure you watch out for spikes. Guard break these guys. Get rid of the shields, and then they'll go over to the purple rocks. I don't know. You know what? I was going to say I don't know why I'd bother collecting medals now, because we're at the end of the game, but this game does have New Game Plus, which I think is probably a suitable enough reason. I'll do it this nice and slow, because I really am very scared of those spikes down there. I'm hitting them. It's fine. Missed that time, but it's fine. Air dash very carefully here. I'll take... And you see that platform over on the right there? Aim right for that, because that is a bottomless pit. Watch out for those spikes up there, so don't jump too high. Obviously, a much bigger problem with X. Don't go too high here, because you got spikes here. Yeah, I am so scared. And watch out for those spikes there. Can you tell where it's safe to jump because of the slight angle of the camera? Because I can't. So I need to be real careful there. I'm going to switch over to Axel here because I want a normal jump height. Okay, or maybe I want X up. Okay, I somehow managed to land on that platform next to the spikes without actually touching them. Okay, then. And great, guess where that puts us? Way back here. We have a long way to go back. I still have no idea what the hell that Hadoken Kamehameha motion is. Maybe it does something if I get close to him, but I'm obviously not going to try that. That means I gotta deal with those two guys next to the spikes again. Oh man, that took a while. We just gotta keep the climb. Oh, okay, they do a sword slash. Okay, first time I've ever seen that. Maybe Axel's actually a better choice here. Seems like the rapid fire does a good amount of damage before they can react. Yeah, I don't think so. Just move out of the way when he starts doing that. This part might be better for X. Okay, I'll let this round go right by and let it hit me. There we go. I'm also going to pick up that health because I have no idea where my sub-tank is in terms of health. If you're curious, with sub-tanks in this game, in a feature I actually do quite enjoy, you don't need to collect health to fill it up. You can just go to the store, spend a couple medals. It's very cheap to to get your new item. Okay, now I want X here. Feel a little bit safer with them. No, they don't ever regenerate their shields. For whatever reason. This guy... Okay, I took damage somewhere along the line there. Oh, I can just hit him from up here. That saves me a little bit of time, I guess. Yeah, your shots do not normally go through walls in this game, so take advantage of it when you can. I'll shoot you from over here. See this? Almost dashed right into those. I tense up very much around here. There we go. Okay. And now we have this. Like, the amount of things you gotta do here just to get through is really scary to me, alright? I'm gonna switch over to Axel here because I feel a lot safer about this just hovering rather than jumping. Yeah, guess what? You can both get wrecked. But once you finally made it through all those goddamn spikes, you finally made it to the end. To the throne room where Sigma is waiting, and I imagine he has to take very big steps to get up these stairs. Look at these things. They are almost up to my... They're up to my chest, okay? Like, this is very tall. I understand Sigma's bigger than me, but he ain't that much bigger.
Warning! Warning! Welcome, Maverick Hunter. It's good to see you again, X. Our meeting was fated, X. Our destinies come to a head right here, right now. The time has come to usher in a new age, and you, X, are an essential part of it. Your dedication to what you refer to as justice is what first got me thinking. I realized the imperfection of this world and decided I must change it.
Don't blame me for your insanity, Sigma.
It's too late, X. The gears are in motion. There's no turning back now. My children were the ones, X. The new generation Reploids were the ones. My children are responsible for the development of space, mankind's lifeline.
Children? What are you talking about?
The Jakob Project. The program that gave birth to the new generation Reploids. It was all my doing. The world that was birthed by that plan rightfully belongs to me. Now, X, you will be destroyed along with the rest of this decayed world.
So I appreciate the fact that this game remembers the plot line that X6 sort of started, where Sigma's body is slowly decaying because of all the times he's been regenerating. So it actually gives him like a sort of like a broken design. I think that works out. I think that's actually a very good design choice. I like the look of this Sigma because it does look notably different. Though my only question with his speech back there was he talks about how he's the one responsible for the new generation Reploids. I don't know, it just seems kind of weird because it didn't really factor into his plans in X7 when he was talking about, like, I want Axel to steal X and Zero's data. Oh, yeah. Switch over, free him, despite the fact that X didn't actually hit him. Yeah, having no knockback in this fight is pretty helpful because it kind of allows you to just tank hits. The only real issue I have here is, for whatever reason, I swear Axel triggers his Mercy Invincibility a lot faster than X does. And I'm also never good at predicting where he's going to land with these sword slashes. Oh, I think I broke him free of something. Okay. Guard... Okay, never mind. That's not the attack you want to guard break him on. Yeah, see, like that. I can never actually properly dodge that. Oy. And now he starts getting a shockwave with it, which just makes it all the more annoying. Yeah, I can, like, barely dodge any of this stuff that's going on right now. The best you can really do is just keep it going. Just damage him while you can. Oof. And of course, you also only have one wall to work with now. And I lost Axel. Okay, well, that's never good.
Impossible! How could you? You couldn't destroy the old world! New age!
Oh, Lumine. Are you okay?
Am I okay? Of course. Now that you've defeated Sigma, I suppose you're satisfied. Thanks to you, the plan has gone smoothly.
But Lumine, weren't you just used by Sigma?
Used? I don't think so. You see, he merely helped my plan along. The new generation Reploids have been awakened, and the new world is at hand.
So we're not quite done here yet, because in a rare twist for the Mega Man X series, Sigma is not the villain. That's actually a plot twist I am very much in favor of, because when you get to something like X6, it's really dumb. Like, they build up Gate the whole time, and then it's like, oh no, actually, I released Sigma at the very last second. So, it's not actually... So you just have to fight Sigma again, because it's basically mandatory. And this... Now, whether or not Lumine is that good of a villain is a completely different matter. Oh, wrong side. You know, from the beginning, the twist is kind of obvious because Lumine acts so weird during the first cutscene when you meet him. So, it's not... I can believe that you might not have sort of forgotten about him because it's been so long since we've seen him. You know, we've heard about him a couple times, but we haven't seen him since the beginning of the game, so I can believe that you might have sort of forgotten about him. And yeah, he uses, because he's a copy, he's a new generation Reploid with a copy chip. He uses attacks from every boss in the game. And they're sort of powered up compared to the normal ones. Like, these are never going to go away, so now you can no longer climb on the walls. Thankfully, I've barely been doing it. Oh god. Yeah, he still has that fucking move. Also, I do not have much left in my sub-tank, so, you know, that's... Okay, well, Axel's back on his feet, at least. That's helpful. Let me use the rest of that sub-tank and get him a little bit extra. That little tiny bit. You know, he's... Oh, almost walked right into that. I forgot which move he was doing for a second there. Oof. Oh god. And now Axel's about to die again. Yeah, having the high jump here also does help out quite a bit. The big problem with the Lumine fight is just how much fucking... how many invincibility frames he gets. Like, he is invincible. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Double tap dash kinda sucks ass. He's so close to being... There we go. Even with all that power, Lumine.
Lumine! What are you doing? Don't tell me you've gone Maverick too.
Maverick? You don't really think that's the case, do you? That's why you can't finish me off, right? You don't have it in you. Copy chips we new generation Reploids possess, they were derived from data from hundreds of old model Reploids. That means, of course, that Sigma was also included in the mix. Do you understand what I'm getting at here?
Copy chip? Sigma? Does that mean that I'll go nuts like he did?
Sorry, but prototypes like you don't have the specs to cause something like that. Besides, was Sigma really crazy? He rebelled against your world, but he had his reasons. The rest of us new Reploids could turn like that at any moment. This decision to wage battle against the old world was made consciously. In other words, we possess the power to go Maverick at will. X, do you really have what it takes to stop us? You're merely tools of the humans, tools of the old world. You think you can stand up to those of us who have evolved this far? The world is changing. Therefore, it's only natural that evolution take its course. Now line up to be exterminated.
Don't let him get to you, X. He's the enemy.
Enemy, ally. This issue isn't so black and white. Reploids, along with humanity, have irrevocably changed. The nature of their existence has also changed. You are not needed in our new world.
You can babble all you want, but we're not gonna let you get away with this.
So can you believe that this game has religious symbolism? What could have possibly given me that? What could have possibly given someone that idea? That there could possibly be something religious about the way this game, about the story of this game and the characters. Axel's good for this just because his rapid fire is really good at taking out that shield of Lumine's. Oh shit, okay, I let him die, okay. We're gonna have to hope he comes back to life at some point. So one of Lumine's big gimmicks is this time manipulation, where he'll do an attack and then he'll reverse it. And you need to remember the way it went the first time so you can slip back through. Come on, man. Let me shoot you again. This is the only attack I've never been good at dodging. Just because it comes by too fast. Like, this one's fine. I don't mind this one too much. And then once you reach that part there, he starts reversing it. So I need to remember that it was somewhere around here was the safe zone. Of course, he's fucking invincible, so I need to just kind of... Got this one here. Yep, okay. Careful. See, like that. I really do enjoy that. So there's just one thing I want to question about Lumine's motivation up until this point. Like, he mentions, like, us new generation Reploids have the power to go Maverick at will. You know, they can make their own choice. Wasn't that the purpose of, like, Reploids in the first place? Robots with free will? Like, I understand the problem with the copy chip. Like, the copy chip gives them all this power, but... what exactly is so unique about them? What exactly is so unique about their ability, their freedom of choice, basically? And now Lumine is going into his final attack. The subtitle of the game, Paradise Lost. You have 30 seconds now. If you do not beat him within 30 seconds, then you have lost. Simply put, so you just need to shoot him enough to break his guard all the way down, and then take him out while he's vulnerable. Of course, this is a lot easier when you have a double attack. I might actually be kind of cutting this one a little bit close. Oh god. Okay, I still did it, just enough. Yeah, once you break his shield, if you have a partner alive, the double attack is your best. You can just use one double attack and take him out.
Unbelievable. You may have defeated me, but it's too late to stop what's already begun.
I'll take on plenty more like you if that's what it takes.
You really don't have a grasp of the situation, do you? Oh well. You'll find out soon enough.
Axel.
X, status report.
This is X. Axel has taken damage, but he's fine. We're headed back now. Awakening. That's how Lumine described it. He said this was evolution. If he's right, then what are we doing?
I bet you've been thinking about what Lumine was saying a while ago. Well, don't let it get to you. Just becoming Sigma could hardly be called evolution. Anyway, X. Even if we Reploids are destined to join the scrap heap when that evolutionary step does come about, we still have to fight, not only against Mavericks, but against our own destiny as well.
But what happens next? Axel getting hurt there meant something. Something's going to happen to him, but what? I would love to know, but X8, as of 15 years later, is still the last game in the Mega Man X series. And you know, Mega Man X Legacy Collection sold well. Mega Man 11 sold well, so Capcom knows that we're interested in both more Mega Man and just Mega Man X and new Mega Man games. I really do think we are getting an X9 at some point, probably soon. When exactly, I don't know. I'd like to say this year, but by now it's already April. I think if we were going to get it this year, they probably would have announced it by now, the same way they did 11 almost a year before its release. So maybe not yet, but I think something's happening and we're going to get a continuation or maybe even a conclusion to this story. It's really hard to know. So that's Mega Man X8. It's not a bad game. I do enjoy it, and I do find myself enjoying it a bit more the more I play it and get more used to it, but it still does some stuff that's really annoying. You know, all the gimmick stages are a pain in the ass. I think all the item collection is really annoying. The amount of grinding you need to do if you want to 100% the game is just ludicrous. It's a game with plenty of faults, but I think it is an excellent framework, and if they wanted to make an X9 built off of this style, I think they do have a very strong way of doing it. But as of now, this sort of decent note is where the series is left off on, and maybe that's part of the reason X8 didn't sell so well. Also the fact that it came out after X6 and X7, which were both bad games, and just the era wasn't really kind to this sort of genre in general. At the time, when people were talking about Mega Man, they were mostly focused on Battle Network, and, you know, definitely plenty of Zero fans fit in there. Me included, not at the time, but whatever. But I think things have changed. The gaming landscape has changed quite significantly since then. We get a lot of weird niche games having a very big audience nowadays. You know, go look at just the sudden explosion of interest in Yakuza for a good example of that. Earth Defense Force. There's plenty of reasons that a new Mega Man X game could definitely do well, especially considering even with a more story-focused game like this, you know, you have the Legacy Collection to fall back on if you want to check out the previous stories. And that also marks the end, nearly a year in the making, of these Let's Plays. So what's next? Am I going to do the rest of the Mega Man X games, the spin-offs, the Extreme games, Command Mission, Maverick Hunter X? Nah. Extreme is basically not even worth it because they're just watered down versions of 1 through 3. Maverick Hunter X is a remake of the first game. Command Mission would take forever to both record and edit. I just wanted to focus on the main games because of the Legacy Collection. When news of Lumine's going Maverick reached the ears of those in power, it was decided that all new generation Reploids with copy abilities still in production would be cancelled, and the manufacture and use of copy chips would be terminated. However, with the development of space in full swing, the demand for these advanced new generation Reploids had not dwindled. Years later, production and copy chips once again resumed despite the advice of those who had studied their history. Humans and robots living together in harmony and equality. That was my ultimate wish. Dr. Thomas Light. So they're still making new generation Reploids. It's gonna cause problems in the future. Just, what? What are they? I need to know, Capcom. I need X9 now. I want another game. I love these games so much. That's why I did this series in the first place, and I really hope it leads to something good. Until then, this has been the Mega Man X series, and I hope to see you next time.